Uh, but like, have you had any like moments of like what are like you mentioned the Bharatanatyam thing? Like, what else happened?
They would ridicule me, call me trans also for wearing makeup and all. I had this teacher once, like I once broke down in class and started crying because I was accused of like trolling a guy, which I didn't even do. So I broke down like that year. I mean, that month was apparently really bad for me, as I remember. Yeah, it's like very messed up. So I broke down in class, crying, and she was like, "Don't use your Bharatanatyam tricks on me. I know you can act." I was like, "Oh fuck!" Now when I look back then I didn't. I was like, "Ah, that's just a normal comment that people say." But now when I think back, it was like, "Oh my god, that is such a fucked up comment to tell someone when they're in an emotional state." Like, dude, that is messed up.
Okay, like I'm looking at this in like another like a funny perspective. Right? I'm so sorry, but like the amount of confidence the teacher had in your Bharatanatyam skills,
Oh yeah, shit.
like in a way, that
I
seems like
probably she
really
should have
high
encouraged me to
compliment.
go into
You know,
acting, like instead of saying it that way, like you are a really good actor, you should probably get into acting.
like because like okay, obviously it's not something you should be telling a person while they're going through a crisis. Uh, like okay, maybe they're acting out, maybe they're actually acting crying I don't know how do you say it?
Crocodile tears.
Crocodile tears. Maybe they're just like showcasing their crocodile tears, but like I would still not be harsh with them at that point, like I wouldn't actively go ahead and be like, okay, you're like, hey, take care and all that, but like maybe the first few times, but then
But
if it's
technically, everybody has a different way of crying, right? There's no way of telling until you know them. There's no way of you ever telling that this person is fake crying. Like that's kind of messed up, right?
uh, I feel
I
like
mean, when you look into that aspect, when you like, when people claim, I'm taking not my case. I'm just saying, generally speaking, when somebody claims that she fake cried, it's like genuine. If you know the person, it makes a lot of sense. But if you say that she fake cried and it's like some stranger on the bus, that's kind of messed up. Or like you've seen all these cases come up in these rape cases that get reported of like men touching up women in the buses. And then they claim like a lot of times that the girls fake cry. I mean, that is messed up. Like that is
it
messed
is.
up when you say stuff like that.
Yeah, but like I feel like you look at the mentality as well, right? Because uh, like a lot of the time, uh, I kind of hate this because sometimes the whole consent thing gets pushed over, and some particular forms of conversation or approaches takes it to a whole different level, um, where saying no, like okay, 13 reasons why.
Yep.
Okay, I got so pissed off with that show. Like I was like, okay, sure, it's a show, it's dramatic, blah blah blah. But then there was this one point where I'm just like, are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me?
Which season are you talking about?
Season one. I haven't seen season two. I'm not planning to watch it.
Oh, okay.
So season one. Okay, so 13 Reasons Why is a show where this a high school girl chooses to end her life, and she leaves behind 13 tapes, uh, and each tape is for a particular person, and telling them why
I
this
always thought
person.
before season 2 comes out, they'll be like, huh, there's this hidden 14th tape. Who is this for? I thought that's how the trailer will be. But then, okay, wait, if that happened, then they would have to rename the series itself. The
14
14th reason why.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, this like again, each tape is for a person in her life who, according to her, is the reason why she chose to end her life.
Yeah.
And most of the tapes are pretty reasonable to a certain extent, right? Like, okay, there was like abuse of different kinds, there was betrayal, all of that. Two particular cases I did not particularly like was, I'm not going to get into the first one. The second one was when the main protagonist, Clay was his name, right? uh, so
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
right. So like
She pushes him
basically
away,
she's
basically, but she expects him
yeah
to stay there.
yeah, and the lines that she uses, right, in the moment she's saying no, go away. On the tape she's like stay, no, go away, stay. But this is on the tape, the stay is on the tape, and he
Yeah.
doesn't know this until like after she
I'm
like
pretty
after
sure. I'm pretty
everything.
sure I know what Clay would have thought. He's like, if I stay here longer, I would get arrested or some shit because I don't know what's happening. Maybe she said no. I mean, I'm leaving right now. Bye.
Right, like dude, okay, if a person's asking another person to go multiple times, mind you, multiple
Yeah.
times, she said no, go away, please go away, um and then in her thoughts she's like no, please stay. Nah.
That would be a
I'm
stupid reason to end your life. Like,
and
what
again
would people think when you say that? I mean, like, one of the reasons I ended my life was because I asked this guy to stay. I mean, I asked this guy to go, and he left. Like, what the fuck is wrong with him?
oh my god.
I'm gonna die.
Like see
But
okay,
okay, but I don't know. She had a lot of other stuff that made her decide. But why would you want to make a tape about it?
yeah,
Like
right.
imagine the FBI people who are like really investigating. They're like, this tape is so stupid. No, I'm not gonna listen to the rest of the tape. And then like throw away the tape or some shit. And like I think the first tape should have been about the rape. You know. I mean, okay, I understand the build up that you have to do to.
Okay, yeah, it's a
to
show,
make it,
it's
yeah.
all of that. Like I'm just saying, like
No, because like I would love for the people to understand what she went through in the beginning itself, and then
no,
judge
no.
people accordingly. I mean, it's no. I'm not saying like that. I'm saying like for the characters to see the tape, right? I would want them to go from the first tape being about the guy who raped her. Okay, yeah. So from that, they'll understand the seriousness of the tape, and then they would act accordingly. I kind of felt like just because they felt like their tape was a little bit more, what do you say, stupid, they didn't take it very seriously or whatever. Oh wait, what am I saying? They didn't. It's not that they didn't take it seriously. It's that they probably didn't give two shits of what they did. I mean, okay, they didn't do anything wrong per se. Like not all of them, but like
No,
some of them
like
did.
even the people that were on the tape, right?
Yeah.
Like they kept, like I feel like the general mood around that thing was like, that's like a tiny thing.
Yeah.
Like even the person who committed the act was just like, yeah, I didn't do that. Like obviously she didn't say no. Like I don't know. Like he was still convinced that all of that.
Everyone truly believed they didn't do anything wrong, But that last guy who actually really believed, like that was kind of disturbing for me. When he said like he really didn't feel like he did anything wrong, that was actually like season 2 and 3. I think there are like 3 seasons right now.
Oh, okay. Why? Wow.
I don't remember exactly, but yeah. But yeah, season 2 significantly gets way better because the reason why I like season 2 better than season 1 is because they show the after effects of all this thing, like how these people get judged, and then you'll kind of feel bad for each and every character. Actually, I mean, it's not like you have to see it, but like it's understandable in the first season itself. For me, it was very clear that not a lot of these guys actually did anything wrong. Like it was just
I see that
build up of all these emotions that she kept hiding and not telling anyone. And finally, that led her. Like, if she probably opened up,
express your emotions, people, please.
Yes.
Just do it. Oh, today's World Mental Health Day. I mean, it's not going to be releasing today, but today is October 10th.
Oh.
And it's World Mental Health Day. Like, so yeah, express your emotions.
Yeah, express yourself.
And at least find spaces that you're able to comfortably express yourself, because these safe spaces are very important in any person's life. Like otherwise it's going to be bottled up, and that
finally it explodes into like,
and it comes out. I've seen it in myself as well. Like there was a period of time when I didn't really tell anybody how I was feeling and all of that, and it's just like when like I used to like be bottled up, and then at one point it came out in various funny ways, right? Like one of the times it actually came out consciously. I was in class and our maths, I was sleeping, and our maths teacher tried to wake me up, and I'm just like, hey, what do you want? I don't know any of this happening. But like my friend recounted the thing to me, and they like covered for me. But yeah, like I'm like
I will
during
never
the period
forget the day you hit me in class. So this is what happened, okay? This guy is sleeping in class. I'm sitting to the right side. Yeah, I'm sitting to your right side, and this other dude sitting to your left side. And like, he decides to wake you up. Okay, so you get up. You're shit mad. You don't know what to do, and you don't know who did it. You see me. I'm laughing at you. You don't see the guy who did it. His hands are still on you, Sergeant. But you decided to hit me.
I'm sorry.
Technically, he abused me.
I know.
Physically.
Like, but that's kind of the thing, right? I like.
Yeah, but
If you ask me if I remember that incident, I don't. I actually don't remember it.
I remember
Like,
because this guy was telling me, like, you were so sleepy, he slapped you, and even then you didn't realize you actually got slapped when you woke up. You just felt something.
So, like, yeah.
Did you actually feel the slaps like when you woke up?
No, I didn't.
Oh wow, the pain. I mean,
I
like,
just like
it'll swell up, right?
Okay, so what the story is, no, I didn't. Like, but there was like a bit of blood coming out. Like, I think some part of here inside.
Oh. Okay.
Like, I was eating and I'm just like, why am I bleeding? Like, no. But yeah, like, so. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is, like, in terms of emotions, like, it's not, again, you don't really have to tell it to another person. It can be like putting it out somewhere, like some form of expression. There's like multiple different ways. You can make something, you can write something, you can sing it away or dance it. Like, I don't know, multiple forms of expression, but make sure you don't don't try to bottle it up. Like, that's what I would say. Like,
oh my god, this is going to get super dark when I say this, but shooting people at school, right? That is also a type of expression, right? I wouldn't call it art.
I am so tempted to say art is subjective. But in terms of expression, yes, it is a form of anger.
Yep.
It's all the bottled up anger. And one of the strongest points about anger is you want to see the other person or make the other person feel, or at least make them go through something which is painful.
Because you want the shared experience of pain, actually. You want them to feel.
You want to see them suffer because you're also suffering. And in a way, like, using a gun while it is horrible and it's actually harming another person's life, and even taking it away for that matter, it's still possible that that's a form of how to, like, they don't know any way else to do it, because in that moment that is one of their options that they're choosing.
That happens in season 2 of Either By the Way, 13 Reasons Why. The school shooting, but he doesn't go with it. But basically, you know that one guy who actually takes pictures of her.
Okay.
Like, she apparently gets framed like, everybody starts calling her a lesbian and all because she's seen kissing this girl. And you do remember that, right?
Go ahead, it's fine.
Yeah, okay. So basically, so he went and took pictures of it, and he still regrets it because, like, in the beginning of season 2, like, everybody starts treating him like a creep, okay? So he gets very disturbed by all that. And at some point in season 2, he actually gets raped or something. I don't remember exactly. By one of the people in... not raped, actually. I think I could call it abuse, but, like, basically he gets a mop stuffed up his ass. It's very... it's a very disturbing sequence. Yeah. So he gets so emotionally disturbed that something like that happens to him. And then, like, I think, he resorts to, like, what do you say, take weapons and like, you know, go to school and shoot up everybody who did that to him. That was like, it's like an entire, it was basically jocks, you know, all the football jocks. Those people did, because like he was willing to testify and say that what he did was wrong or something, apparently in the court. I don't remember the story that well, but yeah, so that like messes up somebody's life that this jock really liked or like saw as a friend. So yeah, so they go and do that with this guy. So this guy takes a gun and brings it to school and decides to shoot up everybody. One annoying part about the entirety of 13 Reasons Why was like, it was always Clay solving everything. I was like, what? Come on! I mean, like, it was like other characters get sidelined a lot actually. I mean, but that doesn't happen a lot in season 3. And I mean, I know, but like in real life, not a lot of shit happens like that, right?
Okay,
like,
I see.
Everybody.
It's a show. Go with, please. It's a show. You can't give screen time to every person solving it.
Hello, shows do that. They do it properly. Game of Thrones.
Okay, but
I'm not claiming the final season was great and all that, but the first few seasons were really
okay.
good.
See,
Everybody.
it's about the.
It's not about like what do I say? It's like, okay, yeah, it's a typical teen show. I can't argue. There has to be a main protagonist.
I don't like it. Okay, I don't like so. Okay, you know what? There's another problematic part which I personally understood like on a huge level, but I was so annoyed that he like okay. So in the show, there's 13 tapes, right? And Clay takes his time to go through these tapes, and everybody is just like, "Oh, you're still on the second tape." I'm just like, dude, he has a life, and he's
that happens. That happens in real life also.
Like it takes
you're
time.
You're still in the second season of Game of Thrones. What the hell is wrong with you?
And it's not even like some like a series, right? It's literally this girl's final word or of sorts, and it's her thoughts, which can be a bit dark sometimes. I'm like, you're putting a person through that. Like, sure, you can go through that fast, but like, breathe.
But technically, one thing that didn't make sense to me was why Clay was the last person to receive it. Like,
because this is the 13th day.
He was not the 13th tape. He was the 11th or 10th tape or something. I don't know. Last tape was that's the tape I really feel bad about. Yeah, the counselor. That guy didn't say anything wrong. He was trying to.
Yeah, but he wasn't there.
Another. Like, what do you mean?
Like I see two sides of it, right?
Yeah.
Like obviously one side is he like wasn't there for a school kid. Like she came to him for help. She finally actually reached out and said, "Hey, this is something that happened to me," and he kind of failed to do something about it. But on the same hand, like, what can you do something about somebody who's rich and powerful? And that is also something really sad. So like I do see like, but I feel like
he had
that could have been something more.
Right. Yeah, I mean, one thing I do understand, like with therapy and all that like you are supposed to not fail your patient and all, but you have a life too, right? Like you also go through your really dark days and all that. Like the fact that not a lot of shows cover on that aspect, that is kind of messed up. Like, I mean, they don't, like, this show actually did show that little bit of that. Actually, they showed the problems that he was also going through with his wife. She wasn't getting pregnant, or what was it? I don't remember exactly.
Okay.
They were getting a divorce. I have no idea. I saw it long back. Shit. But yeah, he had some problems with his wife and all that. Yeah. Then, like, yeah. So basically, he had problems of his own. One of the most stupidest tapes on that was probably this one guy who was like, what do I say? Apparently, she wrote a note to him and he crushed it.
Oh yeah. That's the second guy.
And then he takes it out and he shows it to him. Like, what? Like, he didn't throw it away. So like, why?
Misunderstanding.
Yeah, that was kind of stupid. That was very stupid, but.
Yeah, those are the two people who I said like did not deserve to be on that list. Like,
dude,
personally.
They killed my favorite character in the entire show in season 1. You know Jeff, right? The guy who dies in the car crash. basically Clay teaches him maths. This guy teaches him how to talk.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love that dude. And they killed him.
But wait, before we get to that, I actually want to bring this up, right? You mentioned how counselors do have their personal lives. I would disagree with a part of it because, okay, see, in terms of counseling, it's a profession, and it's a profession where some of the prerequisites is that, okay, sure, you have your own personal life, but when you're being a counselor, you don't let that affect you. You put it aside. You are the person you are. You're a counselor at this point. When you're in a session with another person or a client, you can't bring up your things with them. You can't say that I'm going through something while you're in a session.
Yeah, I do understand that. Yeah.
So what you do, I'm not saying you're not supposed to have problems. I'm saying if you can't handle a client, you're supposed to be like, hey, I can't take a session right now. Please check in somewhere else. But right now, I'm not in the best of mental places.
But in the case of what happens in 13 Reasons Why, when you go and actually see that scene again, he didn't have ample number of she came in, told his problem. He was taking his while to respond, so he gave all these different responses before, I mean, I don't know exactly how it works in therapeutic field, but you don't know all the perfect responses to give, right? So you try these few responses and see how they're reacting to it, right? So she didn't give him that time. She walked out immediately, hearing the first response. That was kind of sweet.
No, because I
understand where she's coming from. I really do understand where she's coming from, but to blame it completely on the guy is kind of wrong, right? Saying that he failed.
Okay, he did kind of fail. Okay, here's my thing, right?
Okay.
So his first response to all of this was like, "Hey, there's nothing that can be done."
Yeah, he said that. Okay, I don't remember
that. No, that's not what
I don't think he said that.
How I remember it.
Let me just.
How did he
pull that up? I really don't. I think. I mean, okay. Wait. Season 1.
How are you gonna search for that? Hey, what did the
counselor scene? I'm pretty sure it'll show up. I don't know the spelling of counselor. Oh my god.
P-O-U-N.
Okay. I searched for it. I pulled it up. Where are you?
Hi, I'm here.
Google Chrome. Share. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Wait. Let me play from the beginning. Can you hear anything? You can't hear anything, right?
Okay, just skip to the part where... okay, did you have an encounter at the party? Okay. Could you speed it up? Playback. See that right there. No, keep going.
Wait, can you just play that again?
All of these are attacking questions.
Okay.
Before she even says something, she's just he's not just asking her.
Okay.
You see that he already made an assumption that she made a mistake. She chose to do something, and he's already putting in words for her, to filling up the blanks. And she's trying to refute that. But yeah, go ahead with the scene. Yeah, see, all of this is there's no room. Look at this. All of this is just straight up, there's no empathy.
Okay. Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, fuck.
Maybe you consider you change your mind. Should be involve your parents or police. Look at this. Before she even has the time to react.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say that this dude does not really.
He failed. Yeah. Okay, I do see.
Because I didn't like that scene because while he's okay, sure, he's going through something, but when you're in a profession that literally dictates, hey, you have to be empathetic to your clients. It's not a psychiatrist, he's a counselor, it's a school counselor. And educational counseling and school counseling is one of the most sensitive fields because you're dealing with kids who are very vulnerable. A lot of hormones, a lot of like changes in the body, a lot of so many different thoughts. That understanding their own identity as a human being. So yeah, like I personally would say that is not.
He failed her. Is what you're saying.
Like if he was just like patient a tiny bit, and not didn't assume that, hey, what happened? Do you want to talk about it? Could you run me through like what happened during that night? And if she's crying at that point, yeah, let her cry. But that is a safe space for her. That is not what I got from that scene.
Yeah, I understand. That makes sense.
And so yeah, like
I oh my god, to hell, man! I had completely different aspect of the scene in my head. Oh my god, I really thought this guy was good. Shit.
No, like that's fine because like that's I think we can like talk about that another thing. But I have this huge like anger of sorts towards like people who claim fake. I wouldn't say fake counselors, but not good counselors.
Yeah, they claim what?
No, they say that, yeah, I can handle all of this and all of that, but then like when it actually comes to the thing, like there's a lot of training required to handle people. Like there's a lot of it takes so much of effort to literally just like pause your thoughts about how you feel. Like for example, if I'm an atheist, right, and my client is a theist, I should be careful to not offend them, regardless of what I believe in, because in that moment in the session, they believe in something, and I need to make sure if that's healthy or not. Regardless if that being a believer is helping them, I can't say anything, regardless of if I don't believe in God or not.
Yeah.
If they are somebody who's anti-LGBTQ plus, and I'm pro-LGBTQ plus, I can't tell them that they're wrong. I can psychoeducate them, maybe, but I can't ask them to change.
You can you can probably give them different schools of thought, right, on the subject.
Yeah, true, but only if they want to talk about it.
Okay.
Because they're coming to me for their problems, and it's very frustrating because you're literally seeing a person being openly.
So if the guy is openly racist, you shouldn't say like you're wrong. What you're doing is wrong. You should be like,
I can't agree to what they're saying.
Okay.
I can't tell them that what you're doing is right.
But you can't tell them what they're doing is wrong also.
It depends on the context.
Oh, okay. Sure.
But yeah, it's a very slippery slope, because is the racism affecting their life? Is the racism part of the problem that they're coming to me for? If then, yeah, I can definitely explore it all I need to. But if it's not affecting them in any way,
so much. I mean, this really explains a lot about how psychiatry works. I mean, okay, well,
psychology.
I mean, psychology. Sorry. Wow.
Because like everybody around them is going to be like, yeah, you're a racist, yeah, you're all that, but like if you're not going to give them a chance to breathe, because they're also human beings at some point.
But technically racists, actually they thrive on communal racism.
But here's the thing, I'm not like, as a counselor, you're not supposed to be like, yeah, your racism is correct.
Yeah.
You're not encouraging them to be more racist. You like, if they tell a racist comment, you either ignore it or you try to circle around it or explore it a tiny bit if necessary, but
to find out where it's coming from or through what experience he's saying.
Yeah, but apart from that, like unless they want to change that, and that's the problem that they're coming with. Like for example, if you ask me how, like
that is the main question I actually want to ask you. So like, if somebody openly comes up with you and saying that I have this problem of hating gay people, or like being homophobic, you can completely go forward and like convince him on why it's good, right? I mean, why it's not wrong to
I
be
could
gay.
psychoeducate them. Yes.
Yeah. So,
But okay, see, but usually people are not going to be like, "Hey, I'm racist. Please, like, help me out." Like, it's not going to happen that easily. But usually, what happens is they might lose their job because they're being a sexist at work, and they're not really realizing what that is. So the company's like, "Hey, go to therapy and talk about this. Otherwise, you won't have a job." So that in that situation, yeah, definitely that sexism can be explored. That sexism is the problem that is causing them problems at work, and that is something that they want to keep. But apart from that, no, like it's very annoying. But like counseling is not the profession where you like attack the person.
in what profession do you attack the person?
Dude, and outside of counseling, outside that setting, you can be whoever you want to. Like, yeah. So, but during the session, no. Like I know how wrong that sounds.
But I kind of feel like
I don't
any
think it's
profession that deals with clients, you basically have to suck up to them no matter what. So like,
we're not sucking up to them.
I mean, yeah, I understand. Yeah, not sucking up to them, but like, but at times like you need to encourage them and all that, right? So those are stuff that people also do when they are encouraging their clients to get in and do stuff, to get into the scheme of investing money in this place and all that. So like looking at that, comparing psychotherapy, I mean psychology with the normal client system that happens in banks and all that, asking them to like invest in this property or whatever, right? All that shit is like somewhat similar, right? No, I'm not saying it's completely similar. I'm saying like there are similarities, right?
See, what I'm hearing is that like any form of interaction between human beings, at some point when you're wanting to like persuade them to do something, is there psychology involved? Yes. Advertising is, and like almost anything for that matter. If somebody's trying to get you to do something or sell you something, there is a bunch of psychology there.
Oh my god.
Everything.
You were trying to sell me psychology. Psychotherapy or whatever you call it. Oh my god.
How am I trying to tell that to you?
Yeah. I remember a while back you asked me like a couple of your students like basically like I could come for this free sessions, but like I have to show up weekly or monthly twice or something. Weekly twice or something you were saying, right?
Weekly once.
Weekly once. So. Okay, yeah. So basically you were trying to sell me stuff.
Yeah, everybody's trying to do that, no?
Trying to sell me, huh?
Dude, everything is a transaction at some point.
So wait.
I will like I'm gonna break this down to you. This right now is a transaction.
Oh my god, yeah. You're slowly convincing me.
Okay, by the way, this was your idea. You're convincing me.
No, step. Now everything is opening up slowly. Like, oh my god. You're actually therapizing me right now.
I am not.
Oh my god, this entire podcast.
Yeah, it is a secret therapy session for Govind.
Yes.
And everybody watching it apparently.
Yes.
Like, they come. There's like, hey, I'm gonna be a like a peaceful podcast.
I'm 100% sure there are like scientists hiding behind your curtain.
I'm not gonna open it.
By the way, why do you have pink curtains, Sergeant?
Because why not?
Okay. And that's how we got here.
You know what? Bravo! I did not see that coming. Oh, maybe like maybe put like a trigger warning: rape being mention of rape and 13.
Yeah, okay.
Like before we talk about it is a sensitive topic, and like there's a lot about trigger words. You probably know about that too. But yeah, that's how we got here.
Oh my god. You know what? Next episode we need a guest.
Hey, no, how many episodes have we done? 4, 5, 6?
Yep, I think this is the 5th episode.
Damn, bro. High five.
Oh my god.
It's okay. I mentally pictured our high five. It's fine. Talk. Talk. Okay. But yeah, we should probably end the episode. You know.
Yep.
You know. Like, okay. Bye.
Yeah. No, you didn't do it right. You should do it with the beat. Bye, I guess.
Is that jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the?
Oh my god. Okay, I did not think of that.
I'm singing the song in my head. Hey, okay, but yeah, I think you can say bye.
Bye. Bye, y'all. See you in the next episode of.
That's how we got here.
That's it. Do I stop it?
Bye.